Hello and welcome to this special episode by the Prime Today magazine. Today we are featuring Mr. Dhruv Garg, co-founder of TAV, a second generation entrepreneur whose journey from curiosity driven tinkering to building one of the India's leading ODM manufacturing companies is truly inspiring. With his passion for innovation, commitment to the quality, and vision for making India, Dhruv has been instrumental in redefining the mobile accessories and electronics manufacturing space. To continue this insightful conversation, I now invite our editorial chief to take the discussion forward with Mr. Garg.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ariba.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How about yourself?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. So yes, I'm the managing editor. So
Okay.
I'll be hosting the interview for today.
Okay.
Hello. Yes.
Yeah, hi, Ariba. I have Mr. Dhruv with me. I'm passing on to him. If
Sure.
you
Sure.
yeah.
Yes. So
Hi Diba, how are you?
I'm great, Dhruv. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Yes. Thank you for joining the call.
Welcome.
Yes. So shall we begin with the interview?
Yes, we shall.
Yes. First of all, could you please brief me about yourself and your motivation to embark on this sector?
So, I'm a second generation entrepreneur. If we'll speak about myself, I'm a second generation entrepreneur who always been fascinated by how things work in the electronic world. As my dad was also into the electronic world from his BTech days, he's an engineer. After that, he started this business of manufacturing different appliances, and I've been very fascinated from since childhood that how things are work, and I used to open all the gadgets and things which were like as toys and all those things which came into house, and I used to frequently visit also to the factory with dad in my holidays. And apart from that, like if we talk about mobile accessories, so I saw the opportunity as it was scaling fast, and there was a clear opening at that time in the domestic market, as mostly products were imported by China, from China by different brands. So we thought to manufacture a few products with starting as manufacturing data cables, as it was a huge market for data cables. Like we have seen that in a single household, there are multiple cables used by different different people. Like if there are five people in a house, so they at least need 10 cables for different devices at different places. Like they need a different cable in car, different cable in office to keep their devices handy and charged.
All right. Yes. And can you describe the biggest challenges you faced while scaling production and distribution operations in the early years of TAV?
Like the biggest challenges were like when we started, there were obviously the China was the big competition for us, and as most of the brands were already procuring it from China, so there was a huge price competitiveness which we have to offer to the brands with the quality prospect also, as the Indian brands who were not so positive towards the Indian manufacturers at that time when we started. But slowly and gradually, as we supplied to the products to them and gained their trust, and by with the working style we have in our company, we are focused on timely delivery, price competitiveness, and quality, which we provide to the different brands we work with.
All
So
right.
that's yeah.
Yes. And how do you maintain and nurture long-term OEM partnerships with prestigious brands, and what strategies have proven most effective?
So the opportunity, like strategies which we use to have a long-term relationship is being involved ourselves. Like all of my team and me myself are very much connected to the brand owners and the person who are looking forward to the product which we are giving, and offering them the new innovations which are done in China, and we ourselves also have a R&D team here in our office. So we constantly work on delivering new products to the clients and understanding their requirement according to the market dynamics they are into. Like there are different brands which focus different markets. Few brands who are focusing on niche market only, so we provide the products to them which they can sell. So we work as a outsourced product team for them. We send them recommendations which we think that they can have a huge sale or positive impact on the market with the product.
Mhm.
So that's how things are worked with the brands for long-term relationship. Like we constantly be in touch with them, and even there are times when we face that any product is failed or any issue is coming in the market. So we are always there with a prompt reply and solution provided to them. So
Mhm.
the issue can be resolved within time, which is our
Mhm.
main focus.
All right, great. And in your experience, how do product innovation and quality influence your marketing and branding approaches within the consumer electronics sector?
So for like innovating is very important in this as the industry is very fast moving and there are a lot of innovations going on in China and all the big brands are also introducing new things. Like for example, if I tell you there are very rapid innovations going on in charging solutions these days. Like few mobile brands are introducing a fast charging solutions and all the new protocols are being updated day by day and the time of charging is being reduced rapidly. And most of the customers are also in layman language just want to know that how fast or in how much time the devices will get charged,
Mhm.
be it laptop, be it phone. So they just want to get it charged quickly. So for innovation, we provide the solution to the brands also, like all the past solutions or anything new which came up in the market. And, like there are times when we offer few products to the brands which they haven't heard of. So we constantly keep the ecosystem in check, like what changes are being done in the market and outside India also. There are many technologies which been introduced by us or other players which are going well in the other countries but not India. So we constantly do that also. And as far as quality is concerned, that the main point or main thing which we focus on to provide the quality product, no matter the cost. There are the brands which we, when we discuss with the brand, we tell them that this product is a quality product, but the prices are higher. So we keep the transparency between brand and us about all those things, like because we have to see the market dynamics also, that whether the brand is able to sell a product or not.
Mhm.
So all those things we keep a check on, and the strategies are these only, that we have to provide a quality product within time and give a brand a first mover advantage also in the market if we are able to do that.
All right. So, how has your ongoing specialization in digital marketing transformed your approach to promoting TAV's products and expanding your customer base?
Like for digital marketing, explanation worked with me. Like I told you that since childhood I was very concerned and very curious to know the technology. So I am
Mhm.
not having a technology background, but the knowledge I have by diving deep into the products.
Mhm.
And which doing after doing the digital marketing specialization, I was able to connect with people and understand the market dynamics only due to the specialization thing. And I
Mhm.
could be well equipped to tell the brands also, like where they can focus more and
Mhm.
where they can reduce the focus they are focusing on.
Mhm. All right. Can you share a specific instance where digital marketing tactics such as SEO or SEM significantly boosted the visibility or sales of your products?
So as we are doing B2B, so through website and through LinkedIn, we have a very aggressive approach to connect with the brands and the people who are in the industry. So that was done through the digital marketing and for the website we use SEO. So if there is a new brand who is launching, there is a person who doesn't have any knowledge about the product or anything. He can just search. Or he will go on the Google and search that how can I get the product from India or anywhere else. So SEO SEM, we make our website visible to those, and that's that product also like at the time of challenges. So there are brands who face challenge of minimum quantity requirement of the Chinese players who are manufacturing products. So we eliminate that, and we entertain the people who are coming with less quantities also. Like if they have to try and run in the market, we are happy to help them cope up with that.
All right. How do you balance traditional manufacturing priorities with the rapid evolution of digital marketing trends to stay competitive?
Like if I mix with traditional manufacturing with digital marketing, so it's about like doing innovation and R&D and transferring the knowledge to the people. Like through digital marketing, I can only tell people what the actual thing is or about the product or how they can pitch. Like USPs, we can tell about the product through digital marketing only to the brands. Like what are the points which can trigger the customer sentiments and they are more focused to buy the product.
Okay. How do you integrate inbound and email marketing campaigns to build lasting relationships with customers and enhance product loyalty?
Like is in this there is no such like we are not focused on the so much of email marketing because we are doing work for the brands who are locally in India. Like there are international brands, like we are not exporting products, but we are supplying to them all over India. So the basic understanding and touch is through telephonic communication or meeting them. And there are times when they come to our plant and visit and see what changes we are doing, what new innovations are, what new technology we are bringing, and upscaling the production and quality standards. So we work like that.
All right. What role does customer feedback play in a product development and marketing cycles?
So it plays a very important role, customer feedback, as we are innovating a product or doing a R&D on such product. We see that what are the price impacts on a new product is as compared to the existing product. Like if we are manufacturing or innovating a charger who is getting a mobile phone charged in 10 minutes, and existing product is charging a phone in 30 minutes. So what is the price comparison and how much quantity we need to develop it? We talk to different brands. We see their review and how much they are capable of selling it in the market. So these all things are very important to us to do any research or going towards any product or any innovation which we are having an idea of.
All right. How do you ensure your manufacturing operations meet global compliance and regulatory standards?
So in this, we are having a different points and different things which are not shown to the branch, but they are like as we focus on quality products and all those checkpoints are to be matched by global appliance. So there comes the role of BIS and ISOs. We have taken all the standards and all the checklists are being done by them, and they are like yearly they have been auditing us to keep a check on us. So through those standards which are recognized by the global compliances, we meet the things.
All right. What internal systems or technologies have you implemented to streamline production and distribution?
So the internal systems which we have implemented is to keep a track on everything and being involved ourselves. Like every order to every manufacturing thing, every raw material is being tracked by a set of people. Like there is a hierarchy by which we keep the track of things, and keeping a constant touch with the client also keeps up make us have the knowledge of all the things that are going on.
Okay. How do you manage supply chain risk, especially in sourcing components for your products?
So we advance orders with the client, with the suppliers which we have, and we also have a standard of keeping a low, like minimum inventory in ourselves. Like there are orders, so we keep a regular track monthly wise, like what are the predictions and what are the orders and how the market is going on. Like in the festival season, there's a high peak of demand from different brands. So at that time, we increase our inventory levels with themselves, so the supply chain is not being halted in any way.
Alright. What are the biggest shifts you have witnessed in your consumer expectation for mobile accessories?
So biggest shift was like there was time where there was only standard cables which were moving on in the market. As we all know, India is a very price sensitive market.
Hmm.
So every focus was to have a cheap product. But nowadays, like in 3 4 years, the customer is having a high pocket or high spending power. So they want a good product, they want a premium product, and the brands understand that. So nowadays, the more focus is to give a new technology, new innovation, a different looking product. They don't want a copy or a similar product to different brands. They just want a unique product. No matter, like there are points there are in which we don't consider the price point barrier to us. So that's a very different shift which we see in the market, which was not earlier.
All right. Um, can you discuss the impact of emerging technologies on TAV's product development strategy?
So for emerging technologies, as I told you that earlier in India, not just TAV, in India there was only a tradition of copying the things which are being manufactured in China and bringing to India and selling it. So nowadays, with Make in India, assembling is being at peak nowadays, and slowly the companies are moving towards innovating things. So with all the ecosystems being in the shape and getting ready for next 10 years, it will be
Hmm.
a very strengthened ecosystem for manufacturing in India. So people are also focused to do R&D and innovation in here. So new technologies, new cables, new chargers, or a different product which can be sold in India according to the customer demand.
Hmm.
So we are also focused into that only, like what new or what different thing we can provide. So we constantly work and we keep a budget also for R&D team to
Okay.
get into different products, different points which we can succeed and forward towards.
Okay. And how do you measure the success of your distribution network and identify areas for improvement?
So as per distribution channel, we have distribution channels towards brands only. So as I told you that we are working towards a B2B concept only. So in that through digital marketing, we cover most of the points, most of the areas. As if I tell you that the weak points which I feel is there can be a low visibility or there can be certain things like if a new customer is seeing a new person who is starting a brand see us, he might think that we might have a high MOQs, so which we don't have, which he can just know by interacting with us. If we go on our website, we have clearly mentioned it that we don't have keep any MOQs higher, but still there can be a perspective because we deal only in premium products. Like we don't manufacture any cheap or product. There are clients who want price sensitive or cheap product. We just reject those clients.
Hmm. And how do sustainability and ethical manufacturing practices factor in your personal decisions and the company strategy?
So it also plays a very important role as ethics and sustain for sustainability. You have to have ethics in within yourself. So when I started it, it was also a very huge gap with brands and manufacturers as the transparency was not there. If a manufacturer is manufacturing a product, he sell it by telling something else. The pass on of information was not good, and the ethics and the process of us dealing with customers is what the product is. We tell them actual things. We don't keep any shady things, or we don't hide, or we don't just enlarge things which are not in our product. So we strictly follow that. If no matter if the customer is going to stay or go, but we don't compromise on those things.
All right. Uh, how do you foresee artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, and other technology innovations reforming the mobile accessories specifically and consumer electronics market?
So AI is bringing a big change in going forward, as we have seen that in a smaller product or in a large product, AI is being enabled or introduced rapidly. Like even there are things like AI points in chargers, cables, earphones. So all things are being introduced in the mobile accessories and consumer products. So it is like people are using it, and people are liking those things.
Okay. And in your experience, what differentiates brands that thrive long term from those that struggle in this space?
So the brands who thrive for long run are more focused on quality than the volume.
Hmm.
So the basic thing which I feel, according to my experience, is the brand who fails are mostly focusing on the volumes. Like there are very few big brands who are not passing on the information which is correct to the customers. The miscommunication is very affecting the brands. And the good brands who are thriving in the market are passing on the good quality and information to the customers, which they are seeking.
Yes. And how do you anticipate consumer demand for convenience and technology integrations shaping your future product roadmap?
So as nowadays every household are having a huge span power, so everyone is using the devices which are required by them. Like there is a necessity of devices which like if a household is having 10 people, though every person have different products within themselves, and they are using, like there is no sharing things, and so the demand of it is will be rapidly increasing.
Yes. Uh, what industry partnerships and collaborations have taught you the most, and how did they influence TAV's direction?
So, like having a partnership or having a collaboration with a few of the brands like Potronics and Lava Mobiles have taught us how the quality is being maintained, and how you can thrive in the market with quality standard no matter the price. Like these are the brands who are working for last 15 years in the market with a low scale, and they have thrived within time, and still they are more focused on the quality and providing the product to the customer which with the right information. They are not cheating, or they are not guiding the customers.
Okay. What advice would you give to your younger self when you were just starting out in this field?
So when I was younger, then at that time I was not able to communicate, like convey my point of view to the brands, which I learned with experience and with time and working with the leaders in the market. So if at that time I knew that how to convey and how to develop things, that would be a great help at that time. But with experience that came, it also make a good balance within myself. Like I know what I was and what I am today and what I can be with the experience which I'm getting.
Okay. What long term vision do you have for TAV, particular in expanding your product portfolio or global presence?
So we have like vision of expanding yourself in the global vision. Like we are working on it towards the certifications and global standards are like working with the global giants like Samsung and Apple, having the manufacturing in India. We are having a vision to tie up with them to manufacture mobile accessories for them, and even there are brands in different countries. We are approaching them and having the standards they are working on and implementing that. So we are having a clear vision to do that in next 3 or 4 years.
All right. How do you want your legacy as a co-founder to be remembered years from now?
So I want I wanted my legacy to be remembered as the manufacturer who never cheated any brand or never lied or never didn't have any miscommunication with the brands and provided the product which he says or which is demanded to.
Okay, that's a very honest answer.
Thank you.
On a personal level, what excites you the most about the future of consumer electronics and accessories?
So all the innovations and rapidly moving market, rapidly changing market, like there are things which we have imagined or just thought that it can be done or not, and which when we see them happening, it excites me very much. It tells us that nothing is impossible. Anything can be done, and anything can be achieved. Like if you just have to have the vision of it, and you can manufacture or made it that thing excites me very much.
All right. That's it for today. But if you want anything to highlight or talk specifically about, you can go and speak.
Yes, sure.
Yes.
No, as of now, it's like everything was covered, so it is good. Apart from that, we'll provide that. We will send an email of the communication we have, so you can have the look on those things also, like answers to the questions which we talked about.
Prashant had shared
I guess Naveen ji is telling me that Prashant ji has shared a list of questions.
and send in the reply.
So we can write the replies and mail it to you.
Sure, no worries. Yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
Okay, we can combine that as well as this and create an article out of it.
Yes, yes.
Sure. Thank you so much for your time, guys.
Thank you.
Yes, have a good day.
You too. Thanks.
Bye bye.